Welcome everyone. My name is Fiza. Today's Yin Yoga is for our legs, so working through the hips, your thighs, your calf muscles. We will be bringing good amount of stress for your joints. Yes, you will feel it in your muscles, but it goes deeper down towards our connective tissues, which bring bone to bone and your muscles to bones. I'm not using any props today, but you are more than welcome to grab your bolsters, grab your cushions to keep you supported. So let's get started. We're going to start on our back. So head, spine down. You can keep your feet on the ground, or my favorite, thighs in towards the chest. Maybe this is it, where you stay for a few rounds of breath. Giving your body, giving your mind the time they need to arrive. As in, where are you? Here, on your back, on your yoga mat. Maybe movement side to side, shifting the weight from one hip to the other, or you can go ahead, start to move your legs gently in a circular motion. You're creating circles, reverse the direction. Awareness down towards your legs. How are they doing? Maybe you've spent some hours standing, walking, or just sitting on your seat. Wherever you are, our last 5 rounds of breath. You can close your eyes. You focus towards your hips, all the way down towards the toes, taking this time, letting the muscles relax. Setting your intention, whatever that may be. Something that brought you here, this time you want to spend with yourself, releasing any tension from your legs, or the intention of practicing non-attachment. No matter what happens today during your mat, let go of any expectations you have. Very slowly, release the left leg down on the ground. If it's not already straight, you straighten it out and you hug the right leg in, just cradling it in. Our right leg straightens out. So feet go up, breath in, breath out. Using your hands behind the thigh, holding it in place. The same leg, the right leg, goes over towards the left side. So turn your hips, adjusting them. Let the leg bend, and we're bringing it out towards the left side. Hands can be anywhere. Breathe in, breathe out. Letting your right shoulder relax. If it is hovering above the mat, notice. How do you feel with that arm or the shoulder hovering? You can bring that right leg slightly back or bend it more so the right shoulder can relax down. Awareness along that right leg, right outer thigh and the hip. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw. You might even feel that pull of gravity bringing the body down towards the ground. Last 3 rounds of your breath. In through your nose, out through your lips. Last one. Starting to bend the right knee, move slowly. Come back on the ground. We're bringing the knees back up, legs go up. Bend in the knee, little bend, more bend. Completely okay if your hips, lower back lift up. You can wrap your arms around the thighs, holding your legs from anywhere. Few breaths here. Notice the difference between the right and the left leg. Is there any difference? Because we've already done with the right, how is the left feeling? Start to bend the knees, feet down. Left leg hugs in towards your body, right leg down. Take that feet up, just straightening it using your hands to keep the leg in our place. We're going to turn the body through your hips, a little bit through the spine, and your left leg goes towards your right side. In and out through your nose. Maybe you've started to feel your breath slow down because we hold these postures for long. We're not making any sudden movement. We're giving the body the time it needs to open up on its own. And you'll get that signal when it would want to go a little bit deeper in to whichever posture we're holding. 3 more breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through your lips. Very slowly bend the left knee and come back in the center. Take your time here. Movement or just staying still for a few breaths. Awareness towards the left leg. How is it feeling from the inside, outside of the thigh? Bend the right knee as well, so both feet are on the ground. Lift them up. Your knees go outside your torso, feet up, holding through the calves, your thigh, even your feet into a happy baby. Even with the hold of our leg with the hands, we're not really pushing the knees down too actively. We're finding ourselves into a happy baby with as much of less effort we can have here. So feet can bend in, together, apart. We're not staying here for long, so let's take a last 5 rounds of breath in and out. The last 3, 1, breathe out through your lips, through your mouth, side out. And release. Hug them back towards the chest, squeezing them in and together. Roll over, come back up. To sit into your comfortable seat. With the hips down, legs forward. Sorry, not a comfortable one. We're just gonna stretch the legs forward. Tapping the knees, thighs, moving your toes. Open the feet wide, toes towards you, and then circle them in, away, and towards the sides. One more round in the same direction, and then we're going to reverse. Go the other way around. Bend your right leg, feet towards the inside of the left leg. You can sit up high, have one prop underneath your hips. Your arms go up. Breath in. We're going to fold forward over your left leg. So head, chest faces down. Let the spine round, relax this entire leg, bit by bit, from the hips, thighs, down towards your toes. Awareness along your right inner thigh towards your right knee. And towards the underside of your left thigh. all the way down towards your left heel as we hold and breathe slowly and steadily into this half butterfly. Look forward, bring your hands back. Release your right leg forward back. You can shake it out, stay here for a few breaths, move, wiggling the toes, moving your hips and your thighs. Your right leg stays straight. Shift the weight on that right outer thigh and the hip. We're going to bend the left leg. Feet, option one, goes outside your hip. We bring the hip down. You can keep that knee bent, feet towards the outside of the hip, or shift your hip up and bring that feet underneath that hip. It can be tucked, it can be flat toes pointing back, or towards the right side. Adjust. Breathe in, breathe out. Staying here. Notice how you're feeling there. Already feeling sensations, options to stay here, options to lean back. You can have some blocks underneath your hands, some cushions. Keep going back if you feel you can go back more. This knee still stays down. The moment it leans up, that's an indication for you to stay a bit higher with your head and the back. So your body will let you know where to stay into this reclined hero pose, half hero. Last 3 rounds of your breath wherever you are. One by one, hands down. If you're on your elbows or all the way back, press up. Breathe in, breathe out. Shift the weight into your right hip. Let that left leg come forward. Inhaling, exhaling out. You're going to bend the left knee. Keep that right leg straight. Adjusting your hips, pelvis still facing forward. Turn the torso to face your right leg. Arms go up, inhaling, exhaling, going down. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your face, and letting your elbows bend into your half butterfly. Completely okay if that right knee wants to bend. The thighs can be closer to your chest. Starting to come back. Head up, hands back towards the body, towards your hips. Release the left leg forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Weight shifts towards the left hip and the thigh. We're bending the right feet, the knee. Feet comes back, either outside your hip or underneath your hip. Again, options. Toes under you. You can still lean back. You can even bring in a little bit of your toe stretch here. Feet can be flat, toes pointing back or towards the left side. There could be a cushion or a block underneath your left hip. Breathe in, breathe out, staying with whichever variation you want to stay in your half hero pose. Sometimes what you feel towards your quads, the front of your thighs, is very subtle. Might not be deep. If the hands are close to us, we're not leaning back. But again, for yin, it's not really about the muscles. It's also for your joints. Always remembering that we go to the point, the edges in our yin postures that we're exploring. So the point where there's no pain. Yes, there will be discomfort. There will be that challenge to stay still with slow breath, finding calm, stillness for your mind, but never pain along your body, your joints, your muscles. Hands forward. Slowly, slowly. If you're all the way back, come on the elbows first, and one by one on the hands. Shift back the weight into your right leg. Left leg. Bring the right leg forward. You can bend the knees or stay still for a few moments. Any movement, legs straight, shaking, or with the legs bent, turning from one side to the other. We're bringing the feet behind, hands forward into our tabletop. Hands go forward. Right leg comes in, so knee behind your wrist, feet towards the left side, taking the left leg back. Even in this sleeping swan that will go into your back leg, the left, can be kind of in a zigzag way, a little bit like a deer. If it's not completely straight, knee is not down, toes are not down, completely okay. You have your blocks, your props, you feel the weight is more towards the right side, you can place something underneath the right hip. So finding your sleeping swan, your swan where you feel, okay, this feels good. There is that discomfort challenge, but bringing the hands and the elbows down, you can feel the sensations across towards your right hip and the outer thigh. How low you go with your upper body also switches and changes the sensations. The more you go down, the more you can tune that up. Last 3 breaths in through your nose, out through your lips. Head up, hands back. Very slowly we're going back. Hands down, tucking your left toes, knee down, right knee goes back. Maybe moving side to side. You can drop the elbows down, some circular motions back and forward. You can even bring in your cat and cows. So moving as you want. Reversing the direction if you're creating circles with the shoulders and the hips. staying where we are with the knees, your left knee goes behind the right for your shoelace. Feet opens out, hands go back. Some blocks, some props here. The hips go in between your feet. You feel not today, not this one. Then release the legs and lie on your back. When you're on your back, you will keep the right leg hugging over the left leg. Grab the feet or hug the knees in. Still targeting to your outer hips and the outer thighs. So whichever variation you want to go into, seated, which I just showed you before this, or on your back. If you're seated on the hips, let your spine, your back round. Hands can go forward. We're going to start to release. If you're on your back, on the mat, lying down, take the legs away and cross your legs. Come up to sit. And then on your hands and knees. If you're all the way onto your hips, lean back, head up, hands back. Use your hands to release the right leg and then the left leg. Breath in, breath out. We're going forward into a tabletop on your hands and knees. For your sleeping swan on the left side, hands forward, left knee in, behind and a little outside the left wrist. Right leg back, adjusting, finding your variation. Maybe you want to let that right knee open a bit out, zigzagging the leg. Maybe knee toes stay on the ground, pointing down. Upper body folding over your left shin. Last three breaths in through your nose, out through your lips. Slowly coming back up. Hands down, right toes under. Gently press through your hands. Take the left leg back. Some movements, maybe child pose is calling out to you, or hips can stay high, forearms down. Come back on the palms. From your tabletop, your right knee goes up and behind towards the side of the left leg and knee. Feet are wide. For your shoelace, hands walk back, hips sit between. You can stay here, folding down with the upper body, or like previous while, sit on your hips and lie down. Feet up, knees close to the body. Left leg crosses from the inside, from your chest and belly side across the right. So your thighs are hugging across each other. You're using the hands to bring the knees or your legs together towards your belly. From wherever you are, on your back or on your hips, release the legs down if you're on the back. Bring the head and the spine up if you're on the hips. Release the legs, uncrossing them. Very slowly moving them bit by bit, shaking the knees. You can bend them, move them from one side to the other. You can close your practice staying seated up or come on the mat on your back, legs bent or straight. Close your eyes and let your awareness go to your breath. How is it flowing? How is it? Closing your eyes and just bringing your awareness to how the breath is flowing now. Closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to how the breath is flowing now compared to when we started. Scanning from the head down towards the hips and all the way towards the toes. You can pause the video, stay for as long in your Shavasana as you like. And I'll see you next time.